Hello everyone, Rex here, and today I will show you the best start you can have for the new wipe in patch 0.15 to have a consistent money and experience flow. Consistent money and experience flows is one of the most important things because you can build up on those to plan quests and have a good idea on how much you can spend for your kids. Also, a consistent flow of money makes you not waste your time on just scratching your rewards together and somehow build your next kit. You can just keep playing the game and do your quests or whatever you desire. Alright, so we're starting off with one of the biggest changes for 0.15 is the new arena integration to EFT. This was implemented some time ago last wipe, and your character in Arena is now synced up with your character in EFT. Quick disclaimer for the people who don't own Arena or do not plan on playing Arena because they don't like it. Just skip ahead. I'll put a timestamp down below. If you're not interested in Arena whatsoever, just go ahead and check out the other tips. Right, for the players who are interested though. Your Arena character now is synchronized to your EFT character, and your level is also synchronized. That means if you reach level 15 in Arena, you are also level 15 in EFT, which is huge. Considering how much XP you can earn per Arena match, it's just kind of crazy, especially early wipe. And this is why this tip is so massive. I only played Arena for the first 2 days, and I got level 15, I think, after maybe like 18 hours into the wipe, and already had access to flea before basically anyone else, which first of all makes you able to buy stuff from the flea market, but also sell stuff to the flea market for an extremely high price because no one can offer anything else in there. Alright, how do we get the most XP in Arena? I personally only played Last Hero because Last Hero matches are always around 10 minutes long. They're really quick, they teach you a lot about the game, and you can make a ton of money and a ton of experience in 10 minutes. I think you can earn up to 3,500 experience, which is a good rate in EFT. So instead of a 40-minute rate in EFT for 3,500 experience, you play maybe 10 minutes of Last Hero and you get the same amount of XP for way less time. You also get the ability to transfer money from your Arena character to your PMC character in EFT, which is massive. You can transfer up to 1.5 million rubles daily. It resets every 24 hours. And you can transfer any GP coins you earn in Arena to EFT. There's no restriction on that from what I know. And this is a massive source for GP coins because I never find any GP coins in EFT. The only GP coins I have are from Arena. And if you have access to Ref in EFT, you can buy stuff off him for way cheaper, and if you want to, you can just also resell it on the flea. For example, the Q tool always goes out for like 500,000 rubles. You do your dailies in Arena, you get your like 60 GP coins, you transfer those to your EFT character. You can buy a med case, you can buy a grenade case, you can buy the key tool. If you buy the key tool, the grenade case, like 400,000 rubles, the key tool for around 500,000, and just basically make 2 million for free every single day just because of Arena. And also you can just swap the quests in Arena. Let's say you have like 3 dailies and they're each in different modes. Replacing quests in Arena isn't that expensive, especially in comparison to what you earn. So I just cycle my quests through until I get 3 quests for Last Hero, and then I just finish them, transfer the money, the GP coins, and then just go to EFT. Tip number 2 would be consistent scav runs. This wipe, I can actually say that the scavs are working normally. I remember last wipe having queue times for scavs up to 40 minutes at a time, and this wipe is completely different. I don't know if they have changed the server capacity or whatever, but you can actually scav pretty much instantly. The longest scav I had was on street for 5 minutes, and that's just massive. What also is important is the maps to look out for. There is going to be maps like Streets, Interchange, and Ground Zero, which are going to be populated by scavs and people, so I wouldn't recommend those maps for the beginning of the wipe. I would honestly recommend maps like Woods, because on Woods, you're gonna have people try to get the letter for Jaeger, they're gonna have to do their quests where they have to kill scavs without body armor, they have to shoot scavs in the leg from 40 meters or with iron sight and headshots. So even if you do happen to get an engagement, you might stand a better chance on those on Woods than on any other map. Plus, Woods has a bunch of early items you really need. Woods spawns a lot of good ammunition, mats, and just hideout items and simple quest items like gas analyzers or rechargeable batteries. I found a lot of those things, or food, like the noodles, iskras, and tuchunkas. Basically found all my items there. And else I would recommend Shoreline deeply, because Shoreline just has the same thing as Woods. There's not going to be that many players on there, and if they are on, they're going to do different quests which have little to do with you, like the drones or marking the tanks. On Shoreline, the same thing as on Woods. You have a huge map, you have a bunch of items you need, like hideout items, food, also ammunition, and you're just gonna be able to loot unbothered by other players. And that doesn't mean you're never gonna get into players. You still will find players occasionally, but I just think you actually stand a better chance on those maps than on customs, where everyone's doing setup, or on straights where only the chats go, or on ground zero where everyone is like doing their quests and it's a very small map. It's hard for me to avoid combat there. That's just my tip. Also, there is two kinds of scavs for me, which I just kind of figured out this wipe for myself. There's scavs where you basically spawn with no storage rigs or backpacks whatsoever. And in this case, I would just kind of do the best out of that scav and try to fight. Like if you just spawn with a security or a scav vest with no backpack, then I would just say try to fight a player, use that scav as like a weapon. But as soon as you spawn with like an 8-slot rig and a backpack, then I would just use that scav to fill up every single slot. No matter what, pick everything up and then get out of there. And tip number 3 is specifically for PMCs, and that is to either do a loot or a quest run. I've seen that on some streamers, that they do a dedicated loot or quest run. So what are those loot and quest runs? A quest run is you only do your quest and nothing else. You don't loot anything else, you don't check anything out, you don't check spawns, you don't do nothing but your quest. So you load into the raid, you do whatever you have to do as your quest, and get out. I find that very helpful because there's just some quests you really need to do, and sometimes you just get distracted by certain loot places where you then go to check it out, check if maybe something spawns, and then you just get killed because someone else wanted to check the same spot and you have to do the quest again, which is just annoying. It takes away time, it takes away consistency. You have to buy another kit, you have to do the same thing again, which not just costs money but also your time. And time in Escape from Tarkov is just one of the most important things. The more you can save, the better. So really try to make a quest run only for your quests, but then also do loot runs where you only focus on loot. You're not gonna go to a quest location because you know that people might do that quest. You're only gonna check your loot spots, you're gonna fill up every single slot of yours, and you're gonna head off, only loot, and get out. And yeah, well, all of those tips are pretty simple now, self-explanatory too, but I just think they have been helping me so much this wipe already that I just wanted to put it out there. And I'm already level 22 now, and as you can see here, I made like probably already millions just from the flea. I'm just having like a little I just have like millions of rubles here just on my side, and I still make enough money thanks to Arena and the other strats that I can sustain myself. And I just wanted to put it out there because I'm not that good of a player, and I already find that much success in those strategies that I just hope they can help you too. Alright, and with that being said, good luck in your future raids. Hope those tips help you, and I'll see you next time.